Right now, I feel like I'm in my childhood, back in the womb, hot in there.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're joined by Michael Che. He's a stand-up comedian and actor who's received 5 Emmy nominations for his work as head writer and cast member on Saturday Night Live. Also be sure to check out his new sketch comedy show, That Damn Michael Che, which is currently streaming on HBO Max. Michael Che, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's so weird to hear people say that out loud, I can't believe I'm here.
How are you around spicy food?
I've never seen any of these at my local bodega, but I like spicy food. I think I like spicy food. That might all change tonight. I'm nervous, but I'm eating fish sticks, by the way.
First fish stick guest of all time.
I just didn't want to eat chicken on camera. This ain't shit. Can I say whatever I want?
Yes, let it fly.
I killed a man in 1972.
Oh, wait, not that one.
Well,
not that
okay,
one.
All right. It was easy.
So for what it's worth, I watched That Damn Michael Che in one sitting. It really is like the perfect canvas for you to explore concepts that are maybe darker than the things you can talk about on network television.
You liked it? You watched the whole thing?
I did.
Blows my mind.
You want to know my favorite sketch?
Yeah, what?
I like the Billy Porter superhero one.
Yeah, that... I just thought it'd be fun. You know what? I got that actually from a very unhelpful TSA agent. But that was a fun one too. Billy Porter's amazing, isn't he?
It made me wonder, does the idea of that come first, or does Billy Porter come first, and then you write for Billy Porter? Because it did have a really nice connection.
It was the idea, and then we were like, oh man, Billy Porter. Billy Porter is so good that he's if you're not using him, you're using a Billy Porter type.
Right.
You kind of, Billy Porter would kill this, and he actually said yes. A lot of the casting on it was first choices, so that was really lucky that they said yes.
And that's just a funny concept, the idea of a superhero that never really gets around to saving the day because they're just serving out that attitude.
It was great. He made his own costume. He cares more about the costume than his entrance. I bet hotter ice cream. I'm gonna kill this shit.
So naturally, I have to ask you about the Hot Ones Saturday Night Live sketch. With a sweat-soaked Maya Rudolph playing the role of Beyonce, and then Mikey Day playing the role of this show's incessant bald host.
He nailed you. Mikey's such a good, I used to write with him sometimes, on sketches, and you'd be in the room and he's always in his head and trying to get everything perfect. I don't think anybody approaches it as thoroughly as Mike is. He's so good. So he probably watched hours of footage to make sure he got that right. But yeah, he's amazing.
I could tell. What can you tell us, BTS, on how that sketch came to be? And do you remember how it played at the table read?
To me, it was the funniest sketch of the episode. We knew it was gonna be funny because first of all, it's Maya, and she nails Beyonce all the time. And then two, it was just a fun, have you asked Beyonce to do this?
No, but I do imagine that were it to go down like that, it would be similar to the sketch.
My favorite part is when she had to get the wig off.
The ice cubes.
Put ice cubes in the wig. That's so funny. She probably hated it. Yeah. I don't taste a thing. Okay, this one has got
a little bit.
Yeah, it keeps going.
Yes. It's very peppery, this one.
Mm-hmm. But it's still nothing.
There we go.
It's still nothing.
So I'm very interested in the chapter of your life before comedy when you were training to be a painter and then selling t-shirts with the acrylic.
Still going. A little bit.
It
keeps rolling.
It rallies through. That's just a train. It's a spice train that's gonna keep rolling.
Ain't shit though.
And you were selling t-shirts with your acrylic portraits printed on them from a folding table on the corner of Prince Street in Worcester.
Yeah.
What's the most memorable transaction that you ever made on the sidewalk there?
Oh man, I met so many people. I met Conan O'Brien, Billy Crystal. I met Tommy Hilfiger. I met
Andre 3000.
Andre 3000. How'd you know that? Yeah, I met Andre 3000. He bought a little like Jimi Hendrix shirt from me. I painted a Jimi Hendrix shirt. Oh man, yeah, that's great. I wasn't that good, to be honest with you. I think it was just more people wanting to be supportive. I'm just saying, man. I'm unimpressed. I think I'm gonna get through all of this. I might just go back for seconds.
Hell yeah. Be our guest. We're just here to feed you, Michael.
It tastes like pineapple, like as sweet as a pineapple. This is gonna suck, man. I already know it, cause like that, I just realized we got like 6 more to go.
That's right.
And they get hotter.
It's a marathon.
Yeah.
What's the difference between bombing on stage as a stand-up and then having a sketch bomb on live TV? Like, is one more gut-wrenching than the other?
Yes. There's nothing worse than bombing on live TV because there's no exit strategy. See, if I'm bombing on stage doing stand-up, I could change the subject. I could make fun of me bombing. There's always a way to relate to the people. Like stand-up, the number one rule is just be present. If people see that something awkward's happened, call it out, and then people will be like, yeah, that is what's happening. Just the truth always kind of gets you back on track. In a sketch, sometimes if it starts bombing in the first 30, 40 seconds and we know what's coming next, there's no tap out. You gotta actually do the words, the audience is checked out. The only thing that is better about bombing in a sketch, though, is that everyone knows it's bombing, so it's a little bit of camaraderie on set.
Right.
You know, like if it's bombing and sometimes you just take a look at Keenan's face and then it makes you laugh and then everyone realizes they're seeing something bad. So a lot of sketches you'll see when they make fun of us for breaking or whatever. A lot of times, breaking is just because we know what's coming next and how bad it's going, and then it becomes fun. So sometimes that could save the sketch. But I would definitely take bombing in the sketch over bombing on stage. Oh, ginger, I love ginger. I love goat too. This is easy.
Wow.
You have medics, right?
Yeah, actually we do.
All right, good.
It's kind of a new development, but I think we do over here.
You should, that makes sense. But also, I won't need them.
Crushing it.
I won't need them, no.
All right, Michael, we have a recurring segment on our show called Explain That Gram, where we do a deep dive on our guest's Instagram, pull interesting pictures that need more context. So we'll pull the picture up on the monitor. You just tell us the bigger story.
That's me at Wrestlemania 35. You can't tell by the shirt, but yeah, that's where I was. WrestleMania 35 in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, looking down the barrel at Braun Strowman. That was the most fun I've ever had. It was MetLife Stadium, 80,000 people all booing me and Colin. It was awesome. All I've ever wanted was to be a bad guy wrestler, and these people genuinely hated me. It was fantastic.
Yeah, you used to watch wrestling with your grandfather, right?
How the fuck did you know that? Yes. Yeah, he couldn't have told you he's been dead for 10 years. But no, yeah, I used to watch it. I think, like, it's how I learned how to talk, honestly. You know what? One thing that I noticed, those ropes are not rope. It's like bridge cables. You see the guys, they're so good at it that it looks easy and simple, but like the mat is a wood plank and the ropes are hurt when you run against the ropes. They got welts on their back from just doing the easiest, simple things, and the ring is loud and the crowd is deafening. It was so exciting to do it. But look, my face, it didn't scare him one bit, believe it or not. But he was such a nice guy, and he punched me, and I dropped, and I was so scared because, you know, I'm an older guy and delicate. I didn't think I was gonna be able to take it, but I did.
You did.
And then he told me, I didn't really punch you, but whatever. No, it was great. It was a lot of fun.
All right, up next, I'm always curious about the comedian's perspective when it comes to hosting award shows. Like, how would you distill the experience of playing ringmaster at the Emmys?
Bad. I don't know if I could say that. Is that okay to say that I didn't want to host the Emmys and I did?
We're cool with it.
No, I was like, I didn't want to do it. I always feel like, yeah, it's just like doing comedy in a tuxedo just feels, I feel like I'm giving dinner specials. I think it was Ellen gave me the best advice. She was like, get all of the comedy done in the beginning because the longer the show goes, the more losers are in the audience. Like literally, people have lost and nothing's funny to them anymore. So you kind of have to do all the comedy up front and then the rest of it is keeping the show moving. I don't know. I think that's like self-deprecating comedian inside of me that's like, I shouldn't be hosting. I should be in the back making fun of the host. A lot of people take this very serious, so I was just like, I don't want to mess up your party, you know? It's like giving a toast at a wedding and you don't know the couple.
Right.
And it just feels out of place a little bit. But hindsight, it was fun. And can you guys open a window a little bit? Oh, that's good. That's good. You know what I like about that one? That one's not hot. Is this where people start to fall apart?
I'm witnessing
He
greatness.
said yes.
Witnessing greatness.
No, this is easy. All right. That one is the hottest one.
That's how it'll go going forward here.
But it's still
But
easy.
it's no problem. I
It's
can
still
see it.
no-
I can see it. It's no problem.
No, it's no problem. It's not a problem.
So a few months back, you put together a slideshow talking about how you don't want to do any more interviews with a few exceptions, and lucky for us, one of those exceptions was Hot Ones. Is your disdain in doing press, is that something that you've had since day one of your career, or is it kind of developed over time?
No, I love press again. Like I said, like,
You
this
do
is,
not.
This is a dream
You do
come true.
not. You do
No,
not.
it's you know why. You know why. Here's why I don't like
Yeah.
press. It's because I never feel like they're on the side of the artist. They're always seem to be on the side of what's the headline. You know. So why would I like it? If I was a headline, maybe I'd like it more. But they're always kind of want the juicy thing. And also, I don't like talking about myself. I always feel weird and arrogant talking about myself constantly. This actually, that was hot, like, but then it goes away.
Just in time for the next wing. Are you ready to dive in?
Let's do it, man. Let's go to the fucking loony bin. Let's do it. I see, now I get it. Now I get the point of this game. This one's more sweet than hot. That's it.
I think it's right when you start talking, you know?
That's
And then,
good.
Just like the last one, it'll build a little bit.
I get emotional sometimes. I'm sorry.
So you're a native New Yorker, which is different from a lot of comedians who come to this city because they want to pursue a career in acting. They move here rather than you, who grew up and was born in the Lower East Side.
Yeah.
Is there any special reason that you chose Nas's New York State of Mind to be your walkout song when you performed at Letterman for the first time?
There's no more beautiful song than being a project kid. Listening to New York State of Mind back in 1994. As soon as you turn on Illmatic, and that, you know, after the Genesis and the New York State of Mind, that beat is primo, it's Nas. It felt like he was talking directly to us, like he made an album directly for us. And New York State of Mind it brings me back to that moment of being a kid, you're just ready to take charge. It was like his moment, I feel. So when I'm coming on stage, I like to feel that. I still play it everywhere. I play it when I'm doing warm-up for SNL, I played it for Letterman, I play it when I'm on tour. It just feels right. Dude, I don't know if you noticed, but I am unaffected. This is like, when are we gonna do the hot ones?
Funny you mentioned that.
Is this hot? That's good. That I like that one. Where can I get these? What can I?
These you can take home with you. We'll pack them up for you.
These honestly, that one that you just said was the hottest one is honestly not that hot.
So We sent a lot of hot sauce, like I just mentioned, to 30 Rock after the Beyonce Hot Ones sketch, and then we got a quick request to re-up on it. Has hot sauce helped the creative process at all, or is it just writers kind of keeled over after eating the bomb like we just did?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember something. That's ain't shit. I've had hot ice cream. That's good. That is a good sauce. No, I think there was a few cast members and writers that I'm sorry. I think when are we gonna do the hot ones? I had that's an interesting question. I'm just trying to give you the right answer.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of. Is this where people start to fall apart? I don't remember.
Do you have a favorite reaction from a host to a sketch that you've pitched?
Well, sometimes people who come in with an idea of the show or what they want to do in the show, they might not really know what they're talking about, or if that it might not even be possible because they don't do this show, So I will pitch something. They were like, "Well, that guy's crazy." Then I could write whatever I want by myself. I'm not on the hook. You don't want them to be like, "Oh, he's fucking hilarious. Hey, can you write my unicycle idea?" And you're like, no. But so that I try to pretend to be bad at my job so that I could be good at my job. Does that make sense? It's reverse psychology, but then backwards.
All right, Michael Che. How are we doing?
Sniffing is not good, but other than that, I'm good. I'm fine.
This next one is the Scorpion Disco.
Why do they call it that? All right. It's more salty.
Yeah, and maybe a kind of a reprieve after the last one. So before making it in comedy, what was the most common buyer complaint that you ever got working as a customer service representative at Toyota?
How the fuck do you know that? A lot of people will write me checks for a car, knowing they don't got the money for that car in their account, and then make it seem like I took the money somehow. And I remember that was always the funniest complaint, is as you're making a transaction, they're like, well, but the check should clear. I'm like, well, it's not. The bank doesn't know you. And that was always the worst, because the salesman is always on the side of the customer, so they make it seem like, you're messing it up. But usually it was just because they couldn't yell, and they just find the person to yell at. You're the first line of complaints. That's the worst part of it. You know what I mean?
Do you have any insider trade secrets when it comes to not getting ripped off at the dealership?
No. They're gonna rip you off. They're gonna rip you off because cars are not that valuable. So anything you're paying, it ain't worth it.
All right, Michael Che.
Man, this was so much fun. I want to thank you. I tell you what, Sean. I raise you.
Uh-oh.
I raise you.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone's done this before, but I say we put a dab of all of them on one wing. Has anyone done that before?
Paul Rudd, and now you, Michael Che.
That's what they call me, the Black Paul Rudd. Oh, it's like paste. God damn.
Oh, there you go.
Is that it?
That's good.
Yeah, man. You didn't think you was fucking with a gangster, did you?
I knew I was fucking with a gangster.
Yeah, well, you are fucking with a gangster. Oh, shit. Well, that might be a lot, but don't worry about it. That's what I want the context people to know, is when you see me sweating, it looks like I'm maybe even crying. It's because I had a rough week. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? you play some good montage music to this?
Oh, don't worry.
You know what I'm saying? In the production truck?
We will. Wait till you see how this thing comes together.
I got dinner reservations too.
You do? Where are you going tonight?
I don't know. Baskin Robbins.
I might be right behind you in line
probably
there.
Baskin Robbins. Paul Rudd is the nicest guy. Isn't
He
nice?
is the nicest guy.
And you know who else is super nice?
Who?
John Hamm.
Yeah. We gotta get John Hamm on the show.
Yeah.
All right, Michael.
Get that sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Cheers.
Cheers. It's like they cancel each other out.
I think at first it does, because we worked in reverse order, but when you work your way through that, you get some of the different notes. Michael Che, Hot Sauce G.
Am I on the short list of G's?
Top of the list.
Right?
Top of the list, Michael. And you know, thankfully though, we've reached
And I didn't touch
end.
the milk.
I noticed that. No water, no milk. G'd up Michael Che.
You know what I'm saying?
We've talked about a lot about your life, a lot about your career, but one blind spot.
Don't lick your lips.
Yeah, that's good advice. That's good advice.
If you're on this show, don't lick your lips.
A smart man, Michael, smart man. What did you mean by this quote? Humor and food are two things rich in a poor community.
See, when you grow up very poor, you can't just go to the toy store and get whatever you want. You can't just go shopping whenever you want. The way we show affection is to cook and to make you laugh. And that shit gets you through. Oh, man. I get emotional talking on my past. I'm sorry. That's supposed to help, right?
Yeah. But we don't need it. We don't need it.
Oh man, looks so good. It's two things of showing love, you know? It brings you back to your childhood. Right now, I feel like I'm in my childhood, you know? Back in the womb. Hot in there. This is not how you show love.
No.
This wouldn't be the food I would give to someone that I loved.
But you know what? It's a meal. There were laughs. I feel the love in this studio, and look at you, Michael Che, taking on the wings of death, even a 10-stack, last dab, and now, totally unaffected.
Show's fake.
There's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you, Michael Che. This camera, this camera, let the people know what you have going on in your life.
This show's fake, it's a sham. This is sweet sauce. I got a lot going on, guys. Tomorrow I'm making a visit to my cardiologist. We're gonna talk about ways to improve upon my lifestyle. Oh man, and don't burp. Don't burp, it's just like comes back. Burps. What time is it? We did it, man. We did it. I love you guys. I couldn't have done this without you, and I wouldn't have. Oh man, that's good. That was good. That was easy. Did it hurt?
Of course it hurt.
Oh,
of course
man.
it hurt.
What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Oh my God, how do you do that?
Well, you know, most people don't want to pour the last 10 sauces on the last one.
I thought you challenged me. This was actually fun. This was so much fun. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
Quickly, we're going to get our intro shot, so it's just you guys.
You sure? Okay.
Yep.
Hey, what's going on, Hot Ones fans? This is Sean Evans checking in with a very exciting hot sauce update. Los Calientes Barbacoa, it's finally here, baby. This sauce right here evokes all the flavors of barbecue, but then with a smoky mix of serrano and habanero chilies, perfect for slow roasting meats, perfect for slathering on burritos, grilling vegetables. Get your hands on Los Calientes Barbacoa at heatness.com, heatness.com, heatness.com to order. All summer long, we're having the remix of the remix. Hot Ones Barbacoa, the unofficial official sauce of grillin' and chillin'.